In this video, we're going to talk about how a startup that's currently sitting at 864 organic traffic can 4x its organic traffic by the end of January. The startup is Upsolve.ai, and they provide embeddable dashboards, essentially user-facing analytics and insights for companies to provide to their clients. So how exactly can they go from 864 organic traffic to 4x that by the end of January? Well, when we look at their top ranking pages, how they perform in AI search and what the DR is, we can see the data right here, and we can see they already get some visibility from AI search, but not too much. And their DR is 37, which is decent. And given the traffic that they're getting, it's okay, can be improved with organic link building and reaching out for backlink opportunities. But most importantly, we believe that they should focus on what they can control immediately, since they already have a pretty good amount of blog articles. So when we look at their top performing blog posts, we can see that a lot of the top performing blog posts are actually bottom of the funnel or middle of the funnel, which means that they haven't focused on developing actual clusters, topic clusters. They just focused on taking all of that bottom of the funnel, because as we know, a lot of startups and companies do this right now. Top of the funnel is getting slashed by Google AI overviews, so lots of them focus on just bottom of the funnel and middle of the funnel. However, Google, the way they rank websites, the way they analyze websites, it still works by looking at how much of a thought leader and how much of a specific topic a website covers. So it requires to have, your website has to have a specific structure and needs to come out as a website that covers a lot of the same topic and is seen as an expert in that topic. So top of the funnel articles are still useful in providing that sort of trustworthy signals to Google, but bottom of the funnel, middle of the funnel, of course, they convert better. So when we look at some of the top performing blog posts they have, one thing we notice straight away is that the top performing blog posts, they don't actually rank top 3 for most of them, except Click Competitors, but the other ones are all beyond top 3. I see Meta-based alternatives is actually 3rd as well. And then it's a shame that their 10th best performing article is actually on position 14th, and they're all not bringing significant traffic really. So when we looked at the broader blog, we saw that actually 60% of the articles were bottom of the funnel, 30% were middle of the funnel, and 10% only were top of the funnel. So here's what we would do in order to 4x this traffic by the end of January 2026. So the first thing is they clearly have some organic traffic coming in, and what they should do now is they should identify the top 10 keywords that they're ranking for already and are bringing them the most leads and revenue. Why? Because we need to double down on those and try to get them to rank in top 3 for the keywords they target and build upon those topic clusters that are clearly providing results. The next step is looking at another 10 keywords that they are not ranking for right now, and they're not even targeting, but believe can get them significant leads or revenue. And why do we do this? Because if they want to 4x, they want to be so aggressive, it's not enough to just optimize for the keywords you're currently targeting for, since they're not, not so many people search for the keywords they're targeting right now. We need to expand beyond that and build more topic clusters too. So that's the first step. The second step is actually to have a good website internal linking structure. And what do we mean by this? Well, first of all, you have the homepage, right? And then you have solution pages. And in order to support each solution page, you develop a topic cluster. So a topic cluster usually consists of a pillar page. So imagine when you do your keyword research and you split it by topics, then you'll have a pillar page that targets a pillar keyword. So a keyword that's a little bit more of an overview, comprehensive about that topic. And this pillar page will be a very comprehensive guide about that topic targeting that specific keyword. And then the supporting articles, they all link to the pillar page. The pillar page links back to them, and the supporting articles, they link horizontally to one another. This shows Google, when it crawls your website, that you are actually an expert on that topic and that you cover the entire topic. Now, when a user comes to your website, let's say they come to your supporting article, then they can travel between the different supporting articles, but once they land on the pillar page, there should be internal linking to the solution page. This way, you can actually drive the funnel towards the commercial page where they can convert, let's say for a demo or for buying a subscription directly or just signing up for an account. So that's what we recommend at first, making sure we get the internal linking structure correct, because they already have a decent amount of content. So it's not just about creating more content and hoping that it works, but making sure that the content we already have, it performs way better than it currently does. The third step is improving the blog page. So one aspect that a lot of people forget is that the content on those articles is read by humans. And if you go to the store, will you pick up a book or a product that looks bad or one that looks great? You will definitely pick the great one. And in order to provide a great experience, you need to make sure you provide value from the first second someone enters on a blog post. And here the problem is, as you can see, we just have a generic picture. This doesn't add any value. There's so much white space. I can barely see the author here and who the author is. And the table of contents is quite grayed out. It needs to stick out and it needs to be sticky. So it needs to travel with me as I'm going through the article, because the great thing about ChatGPT and Google AI overviews is it gives you the response without you having to search for it. So when someone comes to your blog post, we need to provide a similar experience. We need to help them find what they're looking for. And let's be honest, in today's age, no one's actually going to spend more than a few minutes, if not even a few seconds on a website if they don't find what they're looking for immediately. So the table of content needs to be improved, and the hero section needs to be way more valuable, not just a generic picture. And it needs to actually show, apart from the author, did someone review it? Did someone edit it? When was it published? When was it updated? They have the publish date, but not any sort of edit date. So it doesn't show Google or a reader that this is, up to date. May 21st. Right now it's November 27th. It's been more than several months since this article has been published. So that's the first thing. And secondly, when you have an article, you need to have CTAs throughout the article that are, integrating so well within the context, so people are more enticed and inclined to click them. So in this case, the CTA link blends in so well with the text that I missed it. So I was looking at the article and I actually did not believe they had an internal link until someone on the team actually showed it to me. And I immediately realized no one will think about clicking it unless they randomly hover over and they see that it adds an underline. So the CTA sections need to stand out and they need to be so well integrated within the context. Let's imagine if someone comes here and searching about procurement dashboards, but the CTA is just start your your free 30-day trial of Absolve AI and build dashboards your team loves using. It's good, but a better message could be, because people are looking at procurement dashboards specifically, is having a message that says start your free 30-day trial right now, and within 30 minutes have a dashboard that's connected to those data sources, and those data sources being something that's specifically useful for procurement. That's even better. So you see, it's all about funnels and making sure we increase conversion rates as people go through those funnels. And then a bonus strategy for you all is programmatic SEO strategy that we actually saw one of their competitors do, Databox. So a lot of people search for KPI dashboards, procurement dashboards, and what Databox did is they decided to blend in their product together with content. So for a lot of niches and verticals, they've actually created template dashboards with fake data, but they show you exactly how the product works, how it can be customized, how it looks, how it feels, what kind of data you can visualize at the same time. And that's super useful because someone who comes to their website, apart from finding content that's useful for them solving their problem and finding what they're looking for, they also get to experience the Databox product. And that's amazing. You get a person from not even knowing about you to an aha moment within seconds. So this is truly amazing, and they can just scale this a lot because they can create so many dashboards with so many data sets that are either publicly available or they can just make up, right? Since it's just visualizing the data. So I think this is also a great bonus strategy that can apply to Absolve. And as a little gift from me to you, because it's Thanksgiving today, is I wanted to show you an example of a great blog post, both from a design point of view, content point of view, and just the overall feel, and making sure that that blog post gives trustworthy signals. So over here we have Oshi Health, another health-related company, and first thing off when you come here, you see exactly who the author is. It was reviewed by two different people, to different doctors, when it was published, when it was last updated. The content is, you see, relatively new, even though it was published more than a year ago. And then I see that it has a category too, meaning that I'm assuming there's more articles than just this one within this specific category. And then the picture is something that's useful, right? We're talking about food, so there's pictures of food on the right. And then once I scroll down the content, I actually see a table of contents, so I can find exactly what I'm looking for and I can understand the structure of the article. But I also see clearly the hyperlinks within this article. So this is super useful. It makes it super easy for me to see, where I can click and go read from another source or go to another page on their website that could be useful to me. And if you see the way they interlink their related articles, it stands out. It provides a picture that's useful, it's branded, and it tells me it's a related article and it gives me the title. So since truthfully, just looking at the title, it's actually really related to what I'm reading right now, I'm more enticed to click it. And then if I keep scrolling down, first of all, the content includes lists, some stuff that's easy to read for people. So I don't have to just spend so much time reading through long paragraphs, which is just incredible. You can also see they have CTAs within the article that stand out so much. So over here, you can see that they have actual doctor profiles. So people that, I could technically reach out to talk to them. That's what Oshi Health provides. And then I have a big clear CTA start treatment today. I can scroll through different profiles, which is again great. It just shows me I have options and so on. I think this is overall just a great CTA. And then they have another related article. So they try to keep people going through. They have an FAQ, very clear. And then final thoughts, but very importantly, they end the article with another CTA. So if someone actually reads the entire article and you don't provide the CTA there, if they've spent 5-10 minutes reading your article, they're very likely to convert. That's all for today. I hope you found this useful, and I'm looking forward to sharing more SEO, GEO, AEO, whatever you call it, tips in the future to help you get more organic traffic. I'll see you.